us continue with fourth chapter. I think for three questions are still done. Then shift for the next chapter. Exercise, last exercise 4.4 was going on. So exercise 4.4 and we did up to I think second question. Up to second question we have finished now. Third question we are going to start now. Yes, Saksham, Smart, what do you want to ask?
मैम आपकी आवाज थोड़ी कम आ रही है मैम, थोड़ी लो हो गई है वॉल्यूम.
Just a minute, wait. Yes. Is it okay now? Okay. So question number third, we are going to start with. Up to second we did. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marbles Parmeet has. बात किस पे रुकी? परमीत पे. So we'll start with Parmeet. So let us suppose, let number of marbles Parmeet has be X. We suppose the number of marbles that Parmeet is having, and Irfan says that he is having 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marbles Parmeet is having. So according to question, number of marbles Irfan will have is equal to 7 marbles more than 5 times Parmeet is having. 7 marbles more than 5 times Parmeet is having. And on the other hand, it is given that Irfan is having 37 marbles. It means whatever we have assumed, that is to be equated to 37. So now, this, which is number of marbles of Irfan, this will be equated to 37 according to the given condition. So we'll solve it and we'll get the value of x, like 5x is equal to 37 plus 7 goes there, will become minus 7. So 5x, this will be equal to 30, and x is equal to 30 upon 5 comes out to be 6. And this was what we want to find, that number of marbles Parmeet is having, that we have supposed it to be x, and it comes out to be 6. This was the third question, first part. Let us start third question, second part. Third question, second part. Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. बात कहाँ पे रुकी? Lakshmi's age पे. So we'll suppose Lakshmi's age first. We'll write, let Lakshmi's age be X years. Let Lakshmi's age be X years. So Lakshmi's father's age, according to question, Lakshmi's father's age, this is equals to Lakshmi's father's age, this is equal to, he says 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. That means 4 plus 3 times Lakshmi's age, that is 3x. 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age, that is 4 plus 3x. And this age, it is given to be 49. Actual age, Lakshmi's father, it is given to be 49. So whatever we are finding out, that is to be equated to 49. So we will be having 4 plus 3x, this is equal to 49. So 3x is equal to, plus 4 goes on another side, will become minus 4. So 3x is equal to 45. So x is equal to, some of the students, they think that plus 3 goes on another side will become minus 3. I told you that that number will the sign of the number will be considered only that sign with which it is related with x. With x it is related with multiply sign, so it will be divided. So x we have taken Lakshmi's age and it comes out to be 15. All parts will be homework I am discussing. Fourth question you will do yourself, and the last part of third question I am discussing. Third question, third part. Third part of the third question, it is people of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit trees and some of the trees were non-fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. The statement ended at the number of the fruit trees. So we'll start with the number of fruit trees. So write down, let number of fruit trees is equal to x. Number of fruit trees is equal to x. Then according to question, number of non-fruit trees is equal to number of non-fruit trees. What he says, number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times fruit trees. That means 2 more than 3 times the fruit trees. 2 more than means plus, 3 times means 3 into fruit trees means x, 3x. 2 plus 3x. He says, but otherwise, this we are getting by using the condition. Otherwise, the number of the fruit trees, it is given to be 77. That means 2 plus 3x. This is equal to 77. So 3x is equal to 77 minus 2. X is equal to 75 upon 3. 25. So the last question you will do yourself. You might have noticed I have changed the acha. Just a minute, wait. Before starting with the next chapter, one try again question is left that I'm going to discuss. Page number 90 at the bottom. 90 page at the bottom. One question, try this is there. Let us complete that. Page 90, try this. Let us read out the statement. Little bit you can say difficult, but if you will learn it carefully, see the statement carefully, then everything will be easy. See, there are 2 types of boxes containing mangoes. 2 types of boxes हैं, in which mangoes are contained. Each box of the larger type contains 4 mangoes more than the number of the mangoes contained in 8 boxes of smaller type. Very complicated way to tell the information, but we will make it easy by considering each and everything individually. He is talking about 2 kind of boxes. One is a large box. Another type of boxes are smaller box, small box. He says that each box of large type contain 4 mangoes more than the number of mangoes contained in smaller box, contained in 8 smaller boxes. Not 1 small box, 8 smaller boxes. बात कहाँ पे खत्म हो रही है? 8 boxes of smaller type पे. तो हमें सबसे पहले we will suppose the number of mangoes that 8 boxes, 8 smaller boxes are having. Because the question's first line is ending at 8 smaller boxes. So I will write, let number of mangoes contained in 8 smaller boxes be X. Number of mangoes contained in 8 smaller boxes be X. Now he says number of mangoes in each large box is equal to, therefore, number of mangoes in each large box is equal to, according to question, but he says that number of mangoes in each large box is 4 more than, यानी कि 4 plus, contains 4 more mangoes then the number of mangoes 8 small boxes are containing, that means 4 plus X. That means each large box is having 4 more mangoes then 8 smaller boxes are having. मान लो अगर 8 smaller boxes में 100 mangoes हैं तो एक large box में कितने हैं 104. Large box की इतनी ज्यादा capacity है that it is competing with 8 small boxes. If a small box is having 50 mangoes, then if 8 small boxes are having 50 mangoes, then one large box will be having 54. Is it okay? Is it clear up to this? Okay. Now see what he says. Each large box contains 100 mangoes. हमारे accordingly that each large box should contain 4 plus X mangoes. But उसके accordingly each large box is containing how many mangoes? 100 mangoes. That means 4 plus X. This should be equated to 100. Now, this 4 plus X, this is equal to 100. So X is equal to 100 minus 4. So X is equal to 96. X is equal to 96. What we want to find, see the last line of the statement. He says find the number of mangoes contained in each smaller box. क्या हमारा आंसर आ चुका है? Have we reached the answer? What is this X that we have obtained right now? Can I ask Karthik? Karthik, what is this X that we have find out right now? Yes, Karthik. Yes, Karthik, tell me what is X?
यस मैम मैम इसमें जो एक्स है अभी वो लार्जर बॉक्स का है जो वो 4 प्लस है 8 स्मॉलर बॉक्सेस से मैम अभी उसका निकला आंसर मैम अभी हमने स्मॉलर बॉक्स का मैंगो निकालना है जो स्मॉलर बॉक्स में कंटेन होता है
आप मुझे बता सकते हो इन स्टार्टिंग व्हाट वाज एक्स व्हाट वी एक्स इज सपोज्ड टू बी व्हाट
मैम एक्स में हमने नंबर ऑफ मैंगोज कंटेन्ड इन 8 स्मॉलर बॉक्सेस लिए थे
तो फिर एक्स क्या है ये
यस मैम ये एक्स है कि जो 8 स्मॉलर बॉक्सेस में टोटल मैंगोज हैं वो 96 हुए
तो हमने तो 1 स्मॉलर बॉक्स के मैंगोज की काउंटिंग
यस मैम
क्या करेंगे
मैम 96 डिवाइडेड बाय 8
वेरी गुड सो यू विल राइट देयरफॉर नंबर ऑफ मैंगोज in 8 smaller boxes is equal to 96. Therefore, number of mangoes in one smaller box is equal to 96 upon 8. That is 12. Little bit statement यहाँ पे मैं इसको थोड़ा सा इसलिए difficult बोलना चाहूंगी because earlier whenever we assume the thing for one smaller box, one fruit tree, one person, right? One number. But here we are supposing the thing for 8 smaller boxes. And the question is going upon accordingly. Is it okay to all of you? So you can put your hand down. Okay. Raghav, you want to ask something? Okay, chaliye. So the last question you will do yourself. Jasmine, you please send the homework directly to Supan ma'am. Right? Chaliye. So now we are going to start with the next chapter of your syllabus, chapter number 14, and that is symmetry. Symmetry. All the parts will be homework the same. So, you know, symmetry, this word we come across so many times, this word. So whenever we are arranging some flowers in our house, or we are decorating our house, suppose in one corner I'm writing, I'm placing 3 flower pots, and in another corner I'm placing only 1 flower pot. Then we used to, the persons, they used to tell, instead of writing, instead of placing 3 in one corner and 1 in another corner, let us place 2 in one corner and 2 in the other corner, so that thodi symmetry bani rahe. We used to say, na? Right? When the girls, they do 2 plaits, तो कभी ऐसा होता है that they are doing one plate like very small and another very long. It doesn't look symmetrical, right? It looks bad. So symmetry word we come across so many times in our daily life without taking in the consideration that this is one of the concept of mathematics which is helping us around in the things around us, in understanding the things around us. You know, symmetry, nature is the main example of symmetry. God has made these 2 hands of mine and towards yours also, and it is very much symmetrical. Right? If one hand is larger, another is smaller, then it will be very difficult. Had it been like this, 1 feet is smaller, another is bigger, then it will be very difficult to choose the pair of shoes. Right? So I will say that 1 shoe of 5 number, another shoe of 7 number. It will be difficult for me to get 1 pair like this. Right? So symmetry is in nature. Right? If I see my 2 hands, I put them one on the another, they overlap each other. If you see 1 hand of mine, another is behind it, it is overlapping each other. They are totally symmetrical. There is no difference between them. You can see that packet of biscuits, Parle-G, ya 50-50, whatever is your favorite one, bar one. So you see that the biscuits are placed in the packet because on one or on the other, they are symmetrical, right? They are replica of each other. They are mirror image of each other. Right? So such kind of example you can see from the nature. Butterfly. Am I able to make it properly? मेरे से बनी नहीं इतनी अच्छी, बच्चे बड़े मिनटों में बना लेते हैं उसको, बनी नहीं है. Otherwise you see that the 2 wings of the butterfly, they are always symmetrical. And in between its body part is like this, and on the both side, the 2 parts of the body, the wings, they are totally symmetrical. And you see the leaf, one kind of leaf you can see, and in the center there is a line in the leaf, and the 2 parts, they are symmetrical to each other. They are mirror image of each other. So these are the example of symmetry. These are the example of symmetrical object as far as nature is concerned. So we come across to these things daily in our life without noticing that symmetry concept is involved in them, right? So the web that the honeybees, they are making, they are hexagonal, and that is 2 example of symmetry. Now, how we will deal this symmetry chapter in our syllabus mathematically, let me tell you. So we will discuss what is symmetry, what is line of symmetry, what are the different geometrical figure which are having line of symmetry and all that. So first of all, we will start with the definition of symmetrical object. Symmetrical object. Definition. What is symmetrical object or figure? Symmetrical object or figure. If we fold a figure about a line and we get two identical parts on the either side of line. If we fold a figure about a line and we get two identical parts on either side of line, then the figure is said to be symmetrical about that line. And the line about which figure is folded is called line of symmetry, and the line about which the figure is folded is called line of symmetry. What I mean to say, suppose I'm having a page of paper, right? I folded it about, I made one line in the center of this paper and I fold this paper about that line, about this line. I'm getting two parts of the paper and both the parts, they are identical. They are mirror image of each other. There is same in length, breadth and all ways. So we say that this paper is symmetrical about this line. So paper is symmetrical about this line, and this line about which I fold this paper is called the line of symmetry. The line about which I fold the paper is called line of symmetry. Line of symmetry divides the thing into two parts which must be identical. If the two parts after the division are identical, only then we say that the figure or the object is symmetrical, and only then we will say that the particular line is line of symmetry. Is it okay? Is it okay? The definition of symmetrical object, symmetrical figure, right? Chaliye. So the next, first of all, we'll do certain definitions and then we will move further. Acha, the another name of line of symmetry, sometimes in exam, in MCQs, it's been asked that what is the another name of line of symmetry? So you mark this, line of symmetry is also known as axis of symmetry. Another name of line of symmetry. This is axis of symmetry. Another name of line of symmetry is axis of symmetry. Right? Next definition, इसमें बहुत सारी definitions होंगी, हम number डालते जाते हैं. This is the first definition. And the line about which figure is folded is called line of symmetry. Second definition. Another name of line of symmetry, I'm marking it to be third part. And the fourth part, I'm going to start with polygon. Definition of polygon. What is polygon? Polygon is a closed figure made up of at least 3 line segments. That is very obvious. With the 2 line segment, you can't make closed figure. Figure will be closed only when come se come 3 line segments are there. With 2 line segments, you can't make a closed figure. That's why in the definition of polygon, we used to say that it is a closed figure made up of at least 3 line segments. It is a closed figure made up of at least 3 line segments. This is very important in exam. MCQ can be asked that how much lines are needed to make a polygon. 3, 2, 1, 4. So you will say at least 3 lines are needed to make a polygon. Next definition, regular polygon. Fifth definition. A polygon whose all sides and each angle are equal is called regular polygon, whose all sides and each angle are equal is called regular polygon. For example, आप equilateral triangle का example ले लो. Equilateral triangle में all sides equal, each angle 60 degree, that is the example of regular polygon. Square का example ले लो, all sides equal, each angle 90 degree, that is also example of regular polygon. So this is the definition of regular polygon, that a polygon in which all sides of which are equal and all angles, each angle of which are equal, is known as regular polygon. Why I am discussing this definition? Because we are going to discuss the line of symmetry of the particular figures, and you should know that what are the regular polygons and what are the irregular polygons. What are the regular polygons and what are the irregular polygons? Polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments, and at least 3 lines are needed to make a polygon. And regular polygon is a polygon in which all the 3 sides are equal and in which all the angles, they are also equal. Symmetrical object. So today's homework is you just see your surroundings and find out some symmetrical objects in your house, right? And you can find some symmetrical creatures in the nature also, right? This is your homework. You can do this activity and you can enjoy this activity. Symmetrical object. You can see the tiles that are there on the floor of your house. They are also symmetrical, right? And there are so many other examples you can find from your surroundings. So do this activity. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.